what we have planned today is we're going to be on a baby hunt, looking for babies while we give this a water change. We're going to remove some of this duckweed here. The main goal of the video, guys, was to refute the claim that you can't keep endlers with Neocaridina shrimp and breed them successfully in a tank, right? So they kind of are right and they're wrong as well at the same time, because I wouldn't have shrimp in here if they weren't breeding. But I don't see bazillions of babies, right, guys? So you have to remember that things like endlers are carnivorous. They will munch down on everything that you see in the tank, right? And what we're looking for in here, guys, is just a way to improve our baby shrimp survival rate. So the way you do that with a tank like this is you more or less have to increase the feeding quite a bit for the fish to keep them full enough that they don't munch through everything in the tank that is born baby shrimp wise, right? So just off the bat here, I can see, I'm not sure if this will come out on camera, but right there, you see the little blue thing? It's a baby shrimp. Right, so there are baby shrimp in here. I can see another one here, little baby shrimp. We just need to keep our feeding up and we will be good to go, right? But I'm not going to bore you with that constantly. Let's go on to the next step, which is we're going to give this a water change, get rid of the duckweed, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. So I use RO water up here, 40 litres of water. We use salt and mineral GHKH+. Plus, I also add a tiny pinch of safe into my water as well, just to make sure nothing gets through. Next, we're going to take out our water because this tank is on flow level. I like to use a big net like this and a scoop because it's just easier than trying to like siphon anything at that level. So you can see the setup here. Do excuse my beautiful socks. And guys, the way I do this is just to go in with your scoop. I'm going to try and take out this tank maybe 25%, so we're going to go for 10 litres of water. I think that is what this tank holds, and it's going to go into our net like this. And while I'm looking, guys, at this, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to try and get some of this duckweed at the same time. Now, just bear in mind you can also catch baby shrimp and whatever else when you do this. I do find, like, most of the time if you go like this, if you give it a little shuggle, that all of the shrimp, fish, whatever, I mean, you can look at it like this as well. You can see in here there's clearly no shrimp or fish. You just put it in like this and you just take out your stuff at the same time. Like that, and it's a wee bit easier than trying to be pernickety and get every bit of duckweed with your little shrimp net. You see what I mean, how easy it is to do it this way rather than the other way. And of course, when you do this as well, you're going to check the bottom of your stuff by the end of your wee water change, just to make sure that you're not pulled anything out, right? So yeah, this seems to be quite a successful way to do it. And apart from that, guys, there is no real other maintenance in this tank because, yeah, there's no real algae build-up, there's no string algae. The last time you saw me do a video on this, we pulled out a bunch of string algae, but looking in here, I can't see any string algae at all. Right, so let's get this water out. Right, so there is our water in here. Let us just quickly check this. I'm going to take out this Java fern leaf, guys, because quite often what you'll see with Java fern is the exact thing I want to show you here is you'll get a little sprig growing on the end of the leaf that will produce a new plant. Looking in here right now, I can't see anything but, oh, I do actually. I was going to say I can't see anything but snails, but I do see baby shrimp. Little baby shrimp right there. You probably can't see anything. It's in front of that snail. There's another baby shrimp down there as well. It's a clearer one. But it just goes to show that doing it this way, you're going to get some baby shrimp into your container, right? So I'm going to grab, I think I'll grab a pipet and we'll try and see if we can get this guy out of here. There he is. A little bambino shrimp. I'm going to make sure that he's actually in the little thing and not stuck somewhere. So I'm going to just tip this upside down like this to have a look and say, yeah, there's no baby shrimp in there. He went in. Let's see, I'm sure there was another one. I'm sure there was another one. Oh, there is. This one's almost clear. This one's almost clear. Yep, so as you can see, guys, we do have baby shrimp surviving in here. The numbers are not massive, but they're not terribly low either, right? So I'm just going to give this a little look at more, because if we've seen one or two little baby shrimp, there's probably stuff that I'm missing as well. The last time we filmed this, I did one sponge on this side, So this time we're going to clean the sponge on this side, right, and it's just a good habit to get into. And all I do is this, just give it a turn, make sure we get all of the stuff off the sides, and yeah, I'm pretty confident that there's nothing on this that we can see. One of the other things we might do to this tank, guys, because it's on the floor, and because it is a little bit colder than the other tanks, is we might actually add a heater into this as well. I think I have a little Aqua heater here that is just set to 25 degrees Celsius all the time. It's only 25 watts, but it'll heat the water up a little bit, and we'll probably see a little bit better survival rate with our baby shrimp and stuff at the same time. Right, so let's see how dirty this one was. Was it this one I cleaned the last time? Maybe it was. Let's see, let's turn them around. Oh, this cherry's huge. Look at the size of this mother. Yeah, I like the way this tank is going. Let's grab this sponge. Little quick check. See if this was the dirty one. Now, this one's not that dirty either. Here is our little Aqua heater. It's actually 50 watts. I thought it was 25 watts, so it's not ultra weak. It should get this tank up to a nice little heat. We're going to put it right in the corner here because I have a plug right above it. And these type of heaters, you want to make sure that the water level is above this point on them, on all of them, all your heaters. Right, so just make sure it's going to touch the bottom. We still have our water to go in here, of course, as well. And I'll tidy up the wiring. What I expect to happen, guys, is I expect for us to see an increase in baby shrimp. In here, doing this, adding the heater, there will be an increase in growth rates. But what will also happen is we will also most likely see a decrease in the size of the bigger shrimp as well. Let's add in our water. I have this all ready set up to go. But before we do, let me show you something here, because some of you will want to know in the comment section below, and that is, what was the conductivity of the water I'm adding in? It is 277. Let's just check while we're here what it is in the actual tank, because it's, yeah, sometimes these readings, they can be useful to tell you if you need to do a water change. 229 or 231. So this was quite low, this tank. So it was needing this little calcium magnesium boost. Let's add in our water. These are my float valves that I have for my reverse osmosis setup. Really easy to use. Water can go in super fast and easy. I'm saying super fast, it's like this. And they look lovely. Because we have two of them, and I'm only doing this one water change for this video, we can add the spare one as well at the same time. And there we go. Right, so these float valves are set to the second highest limit on them, right? So they can only go another 2 clicks up like this before they stop. And what I find, guys, is if I put them to 2, then the water level is roughly about 2 centimeters below the edge of the water line here, which is just perfect. You see here, if I lift this, the water line goes off, so they cannot overflow. Right, let's get some food into the tank and we'll see where we go from here. Let's add some powdered goldfish flakes, big pinch like this, because there's a lot of animals in here, and it's simply straight in. And what I like to do as well, guys, I always rinse my fingers, because you can see the amount of food that sticks to your fingers here, and that's all food that the shrimp and fish will eat. So I hope that answers your questions, guys, if you can keep Endlers with Neocaridina like this in a tub, and will they breed, etc. Yeah, they definitely do breed, but what I would recommend, guys, is in the beginning what you will see is a decrease in your baby shrimp numbers, but then you must adjust by adding more and more and more food to the tank to compensate for it, okay?